Hi everybody. My package arrived, and so I'm really excited to open it up, get my first impressions of this new package of colored pencils. I just opened the package so that I wouldn't have to struggle with it on camera, because that always looks bad. But this is the colored pencils I ordered. Let me get them out of this package so we can see. Ooh, they've got a bit of a chemically odor to them. That package just really, I can smell that. Come on, come out. There we go. Throw that away. Whew, that is quite a chemically smell. And I did hear that, I read that on some of the reviews, and the answer from the manufacturer said to just, let it air out. It does do that. It's probably the case. I don't know. But it comes in a nice case, which I was happy for, rather than the trays. They had two kinds. It could come in a case, or it could come in the trays, and for me, it's much easier in the case. So it's from Castle Arts. I got it on Amazon, Amazon US. So it's from Castle Arts. This is the 72 count colored pencils. It's castlearts.com. This one says it's coming from Wyoming. Anyway, this says that they're non-toxic and they conform to the right ASDM thing. Okay, let's take that off. Open her up. So unlike my little case that I got to put my Prismacolor pencils in, the Prismacolor one is 2 zips. That's a lot smaller. Of course, it holds a lot fewer pencils as well. I like this size better, but this is okay. But this one only has 1 zip, so it must have like pages inside. Oh, here we go. Comes with some brochures and all of these pencils. Look at that. It's got 2 inner flaps plus the 2 outer ones. That's a lot of pencils. I like that it has individual. Oh, I like that. See the case that I have that I've put my Prismacolor pencils in. They're not specifically for Prismacolor. They're just a general pencil case, but it has 3 big loops, so I have to stuff 3 or 4 pencils under each loop. This one has individual loops. I think that will keep them better, keep them from rolling around so much. Because sometimes these get, if I pull one out, the rest of them are kind of loose and they want to fall out. If that makes sense. So I like that. Come in color rainbow order already, which is nice. I know that some materials, when they come, you have to organize them yourself, which is awesome. They have color names and numbers on them. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if I turn on my light. Oh, that'll help you guys with color too. Okay. So like this one says it's cadmium orange, number 017. And it appears over here, it starts with 001, 002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Look at that, exactly in order. 12, 13 through 24, 25 through 36, 37 through 48, 49 through 60, 61 through 72. That's cool. They're numbered exactly in order. So that makes it easy to put them away. I like that. I like that it has the names and it has the numbers. I was doing some reviews online and some of them said they didn't have names and numbers, but they said that they had fixed that. And yes, indeed, they did fix that. Let's see what this is. This is a colored pencil tutorial in 5 easy steps. And it tells you how to color in this particular drawing. I'm going to assume that if you go to their online or join their club, that you can download this picture so that you can color it and practice. Has a picture of all of their different art supplies. They have colored pencils. See, like this one shows the colored pencils in the metal tin, and this is the colored pencils in the wallet. I don't know if there was a price difference. I like the wallet. They have watercolor pencils. They have drawing pencils. They have watercolor paint tubes. They have sketchbooks. They have oil paint tubes. They have acrylic paints. The acrylic paints they have in a 12, a 24, or a 48 count set. They also have paint pens, oil-based paint pens, water brush pens, fabric 3D paints, and gel pens. So they have a lot of product. It's weird that I'd never heard of them before. And what's this? There's their product range again, and oh, and colors. So they gave you a big color swatch thing. That's more than 72 colors, but I have 1 through 72. That's interesting. Why? Oh, this shows the keys to the symbols. Hang on a second. Let me read this just to... For ease of recognition, we have introduced a standardization of all our ranges across all mainstream color products. So the colors are described by name and also identifiable by a system of numbering. Oh, cool. So, like, these are their symbols for the different products: watercolor pencils, oil paints, fabric paints. And then it shows you here, like this color here comes in 5 of the 6 shapes. Like titanium white has only 5 of the 6. That's weird. You would think it would be all 6. What one is it missing? It's got colored pencils, watercolor pencils, oil paints, and watercolor paints. So you get this color in the oil paints. You get a Chinese white rather than titanium white. There might be, I don't know if there's a difference or if that's just standard in the oil paint industry. I don't know. I don't do oil paint, so I'm not familiar with that. But that's interesting. So it still goes in rainbow order, but oh, so the colors that are not in this color pencil set are numbered differently so that it still goes in rainbow order, but this one is number 73. And then it goes 1, 2, 4, 3. That's weird. Why wouldn't it go 3, 4? I don't know. 5, 6, 8, or 7. I have 7 in this pencil. 7's way over here. That's a little bizarre. But anyways, they do give us a thing. So that's good. So what I'm really interested in is pigment load and softness of the pencil. I don't know. I didn't read on here whether these are wax-based or oil-based pencils. Didn't really say, does it? Further details. It does not say. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to play with them. I'm going to see what the difference is between these, my Faber-Castells, which I don't have very many of. I've only had this little 12 pan set. I know that Faber-Castell polychromos and the Prismacolors are different. One's wax based and one is the other one, whatever. Polychromos, waterproof and non-smudge, doesn't tell me. But one is oil based, I think it is, and the others are wax based or clay based and wax based. I don't remember now. So I guess it won't make any difference. But I know that these are much harder. They keep their point longer, but they don't lay down as buttery smooth to me as the Prismacolor. So I'm going to see what they are all compared to. So let's pick a color that I might have in all three lines. Let's pick, well, let's start with my Faber-Castell because that's the one I have the fewer colors of. So this one's called Scarlet Red, Deep Scarlet Red. The closest I have to that is this color in the Prismacolors, which is Rouge Carmine. And then let's see, what's the closest color? Let me look in here. I'm looking at the tips. Either this one, no, a little too red, a little bit orangier. This one. That's the closest I think we're going to have. So in Polychromos, I've got Deep Scarlet. In Prismacolor, I've got Rouge Carmine. And in this new Castle one, I've got Venetian Red. So let's use all three of those. And I'm going to just, I'm not going to swatch all these colors. I know a lot of artists do that when they do an unboxing, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to play with the different ones. So I'm going to lay down the one I know the best, which is the Prismacolor. Nice and soft. It's Prismacolor. And I think I'm gonna also do like maybe a yellow next to it so I can check like how they blend. This is my, well, they're both peas. And then this is going to be my Polychromos. Yeah, see, I don't know if you can see the difference. You're very far away, you probably can't tell the difference. But I can feel that there was a big difference in how this laid down the color. Like super quick. And this is taking like longer. It's got a harder tip. So I actually have to go more. Now let's try this new one, Castle. Okay, so I don't think I picked the right color. I thought this was the right color, but it's a little orange. So let me go back to here and pick the next redder one, which would be called Scarlet Red. Let's try that. Okay, that's a closer color. It's feeling more like the Polychromos. It's not as soft and waxy as the Prismacolors. The Prismacolors are really soft and waxy. Where? is my blending stumps. I want to see with a blending stump how well each one, oops, like, do they smear? Prismas smear a little bit with a blending stump. Oh, polychromos do too. How about these? And how about when I have, oh, well, I've got a bit of color on my blending stump, but not that much. Okay, so they all do that. The polychromos actually worked a little better, and I was completely out of frame. You didn't see a dang thing I just did. Let's do it on this side. Okay, a little smeary. I don't usually blend colored pencils like this, so that's okay. They're similar. Not much difference. So now let me grab a yellow. So from my polychromos, it's cadmium yellow. I have a cad yellow in canary yellow. I think canary yellow is going to be the closest I have in Prismacolor. I use that color a lot, can you tell? And oh, they have a cadmium yellow in the Castle, which looks considerably different in color. That one looks more yellow ochre-y. Huh. Well, I'm going to try it and see what it looks like, if it looks different, because that other one looked different as I was using it. Let's see, Prismacolor. I'm going to do a little blending, a little going over the top, like that, just to see. Okay, and then polychromos. Okay, and then this one, I want to first lay down the color. It's a little orangier. Can I go a little? I'm gonna actually use this one. I'm gonna go to this color, Cad Yellow Light. Oh, that's better. So this one's closer to Cad Yellow Light. They're similar. All right. So they seem to have good pigment. The tip is harder. It's closer to I would compare it closer to the polychromos than the Prismacolor. So if you are familiar with the texture of the polychromos, this seems to be very similar to that. And now I want to try one more thing with these before I'm done with this. This isn't a full review. This is more like just an unboxing. I will use these pencils in the next few drawings that I do where I want to color, and I'll let you guys know over time how they work. I want to try blending with a blending solution. Let's see, where's the one I was using? Thought I had the tip out. Now I'll use this one. Let me just clean this off. One momento. I'm gonna clean the tip. Cleaning the tip of your blending stump, you just get a sandpaper or an emery board and you just kind of do that. And you kind of just sand the tip off, and then nice and clean. In case you didn't know that, I've got a little bit of odorless mineral spirits in this little tiny container. And I've got it in there with a piece of tissue so that it doesn't spill all over. Just going to put a little bit on that tip. See, I got the tip a little bit wet. And then we're just going to see how that blends. That worked. Don't think I have enough mineral spirits on me. I stuck this tissue in there thinking that that would absorb some of the spirits and not make it so wet, but I think now it's just all dried up. Don't have enough spirits in here. Now I'll turn my tissue over and get a little bit more. Yeah, that didn't work very well. Okay. Okay, so that's better. That's more wet like that. Let me try. It doesn't blend as easily as either of the other two. And I use that a lot. I blend. It's a little bit less, just slightly, but not bad. And for a cheap pencil, that's really good. I've used cheap pencils that have not been this good. So my initial impressions are that I'm super impressed. I bought these on Amazon for like $37.99, and that's with taxes. I have Amazon Prime, so I didn't pay for shipping, but I did pay taxes. So it came out to roughly $40 US as of the time that I'm recording this, which is in the middle of June 2020. And so that makes it, let me calculate here, that makes them about 55 cents a pencil, but that includes this case. So that's really impressive, I think. I don't remember how much Prismacolors are going for right now on Amazon. Prismacolor colored pencils on Amazon for the 72 pack, which is the same size as this, is $60. So these are considerably less expensive. And let's do Polychromos. Polychromos pencils. Oops. That's a 12 pack. I don't want a 12 pack. I want a 72 pack. Do they have a 72 pack? Go. Polychromos pencil. 72 pack. There isn't one on Amazon. Okay. Polychromos colored pencils just in general. There's 120. There's 60. So the 60 package of Faber-Castell Polychromos are $99.99. They're $100 on Amazon for 60. So those are the most expensive. These are the next most expensive. These are super cheap in comparison. And yes, the color is not quite as vibrant and they don't blend quite as well. But for an inexpensive colored pencil, that's pretty dang awesome. So I'm going to play with them for the next couple weeks and let you know as I play with them how I feel about them. But so far, actually, I'm pretty impressed. I've used other brands of cheap color pencils, like, let me grab them, like these ones. I have one right over here. Pardon me, one memento. Come on. Give me your little package of pencils. Now these were like a giveaway package of color pencils from, I don't know where, but they are this brand, Stroheim. And let me grab the red out of those. And they barely make any color. I'm doing the same pressure as I did up here. And even when I go over and over and over, they're not giving me hardly any color. So yeah, there's a huge difference in quality from like an inexpensive, cheap giveaway colored pencil. This is what I expect from cheap pencils. This, with no pigment load, no ability to layer. So I'm really impressed, actually. These little ones here, these packages are really meant for giveaway to little kids, which is, oops, fine. Just not artist quality. So for what they are, I think they're pretty dang good. I'd like to also at some point compare them to Arteza, because I think they're in the similar price point. But this was what I could afford today, so that's good. You know what? You guys have a great day. I'm going to turn you off and get started on my weekly drawings. And I will see you guys on the next actual real video and not an unboxing. You guys have a great day. Stay safe and do something nice for someone today, okay? Bye-bye.